My name's Eric Welander. Welcome to my channel. Today, let's talk about spatial audio for Apple TV. Now, I've been playing with this in the betas over the summer, and it's coming out to the general public on Monday, September 20th. So as this video publishes, that's the upcoming Monday. And I've really been enjoying it. It's a lot of fun, but you might be wondering, what is spatial audio? Maybe you've heard the term. Well, it's Apple's own version of surround sound for headphones, and they've specially tuned it for their AirPods Pro and AirPods Max, and other Apple headphones. They say support spatial audio, and surround sound in headphones is really nothing all that new, and they've also already had this in their iPhones and iPads. So what's the big deal about it coming to Apple TV? Well, personally, I've really enjoyed this where everybody else in my home has gone to bed and I want to watch something like a TV show or a documentary or whatever, and then I can put on my headphones and just have this really immersive experience that's, in some ways, it's even better than the surround sound in my living room. And I can just be immersed in it, and I know that I'm not going to be waking anybody else up in the home just because I'm watching something on TV. Now, we'll talk about all the technical details of what it's actually like to use and what works with what in a minute. But one thing to state up front is that unfortunately right now, spatial audio only works for one person watching the Apple TV. You can share audio across multiple AirPods with the Apple TV, but they can't have spatial audio. Spatial audio only works for one viewer. So when you set up your AirPods initially, let's say on your iPhone, that connects it to your iCloud account. And if you're also signed in on the Apple TV to your iCloud account, and so you have the Apple TV on and going, and you happen to put on your AirPods or whatever headphones, and then the Apple TV will see it and show this little sign that says that hey, these AirPods are nearby. And then you can simply click the TV button on your remote and it will automatically connect to the Apple TV. So it's not exactly like the auto device switching, at least at this point, that other Apple devices have, but it's still pretty fast and seamless to get your AirPods over to a connection with the Apple TV. Now, if you want to do it manually, you can open up the Apple TV's control center, which is similar to the control center on your iPhone, but you hold down the TV button and then it'll slide in from the side. Now, this also has some cool new features in tvOS 15 around viewing cameras, and you can view a grid of your cameras and control your related home accessories. So great improvements overall there, building on what they already had in tvOS 14. But what we're concerned about today is that AirPlay icon. So you go down to the AirPlay icon and then you can select your audio source. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, that could be, let's say, HomePods, or maybe in certain cases other AirPlay speakers. But in this case, we're looking at the AirPods. So you just go and choose the AirPods you want to pair. And then if you're watching content that's surround sound and your AirPods support spatial audio, then you will start to hear the video in surround. If you want to turn that off for some reason, you can go into Control Center and then go to the AirPods menu, again, back to that detail menu, and then turn off spatial audio. Now, one thing that's really important as you get going with watching video in spatial audio is that you want to be looking at the TV when you start the playback, because Apple clarified to Engadget earlier this year when the betas came out that they're using the direction you're looking when you start the playback to sort of calibrate, okay, that's where the TV is. And it seems like you can sort of get it to recalibrate if it ever gets messed up by turning spatial audio off and then on again in Control Center. At least in my experience, that seems to sort of reset things. And I've tried also viewing my TV sort of off axis, looking at it like about a 45-degree angle versus looking straight on. You still get some of the effect when you're viewing it off axis, but maybe it's just my mental sort of putting things together rather than actual technical differences. But I feel like I get a way better experience just looking straight at the TV and then having the headphones on. Now, if you want to see what type of spatial audio or not that your headphones are using, you can also see that in that menu for the AirPods under Control Center, and it'll tell you whether it's Dolby Atmos or just a multi-channel surround sound. It seems to work across a variety of different streaming apps that I tried. Of course, Apple's own Apple TV Plus service works great with it and has Dolby Atmos support on a lot of content. But other streaming services maybe that just have 5.1 audio, they seem to be coming through in spatial audio. Your mileage may vary depending on what content you're watching. If you don't want to bother going into Control Center and you just want a quick sanity check of are you actually getting spatial audio, the best way I like to test this on any Apple device is you just turn your head and you should be able to see the not see, of course, it's headphones. You should be able to hear the audio come more out of that one ear you turn towards the screen, because the idea is it's making the audio come as if it's from the screen in front of you. So turning your head to the side will then make that audio come more from that side of your headphones as opposed to the other side. Also, you might know that Apple Music now has spatial audio music that you can listen to in surround, and you can also do that on the Apple TV. Now, it's not going to do the same level of head tracking that it does for video, but you still sort of get some of the spatial feel of things off away from you. Again, I'm not really into the spatial audio music stuff, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit better separation when I'm listening to it on another device, maybe an iPhone or iPad, but that might just be my impression. Either way, it is supported here. Now, speaking of experience, I tried this both with my AirPods Pro and my AirPods Max. They both work great. But I will say this is really where the AirPods Max pulls ahead, and it is such a great pair of headphones to have for this. And if you see yourself maybe using this as a way to watch TV like late at night and get that immersive experience, it's another edge towards upgrading and splurging on the AirPods Max, which I'll maybe talk more about those headphones and what I think about them in a separate video. But all I want to say in this is that they are very good for this type of setup. So when you're done, you can disconnect your AirPods, set the audio back to the TV speaker, and that should happen automatically when your AirPods sort of leave the area and they're asleep or something. But I did see a few bugs in the betas over the summer of getting back to the TV speakers and the Apple TV and the audio not working, and I just had to restart the Apple TV. So I'm going to chalk that up to developer betas over the summer and not necessarily bugs that you'll see, but I did want to mention that that is something I encountered. Now, if you love watching content on your Apple TV, of course you can't share the audio with your AirPods, but you can with pairing HomePods with the Apple TV. And you know, is that really something that's worth all the effort? I did a video talking all about that, which is linked somewhere here on the screen. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.